Welcome back, everyone, and I'm sitting again this week with Prathisha to give us our daily inspiration. Welcome.
Thank you, Zoe. Good morning.
Morning. What have you got in store for us?
So today we're talking about the baggage that we carry around. Okay, so are you carrying baggage around with you? And to get to the depths of that, we're actually talking about forgiveness. And it's quite a serious one, and generally I'm not the serious type, but I'm going to wing it. So not forgiving somebody is basically like, can you imagine walking around with two 20 kg suitcases and pulling it around with you all day long as you go through life? That is essentially what it is doing when you're not forgiving someone. Now, I want to be very clear here. When I ask you to forgive, it is for you. It is to open your heart so that you can live with an open heart and be happy and have inner peace. When you're not forgiving, how do you feel? Zoe, have you ever held a grudge?
I try not to. I make a point not to because
okay, so let's go back to
it's like horrible, isn't it?
Back in the day when you did, right?
Yes, yeah.
Didn't you feel angry, frustrated?
And it's not nice to carry that around.
Yes. And Anne Lamott, the brilliant Anne Lamott, actually said that not forgiving is like drinking rat poison and expecting the rat to die. Oh, wow. Basically, we poison ourselves from the inside out when we are not forgiving. Now, again, I want to emphasize, I'm not condoning people's actions. People abuse other people, people indulge in infidelity, people hurt and betray other people, and on a daily basis. But not forgiving does nothing to them. It's basically to yourself. So today, I want to invite you and everybody else to have an open mind around forgiveness so that you can get rid of that baggage and live with an open heart and be happy. And so I have a little story, as always, and it's about a Tibetan monk, okay? And it was back in the day when China and Tibet were at war, and they incarcerated this Tibetan monk and obviously treated him really badly. They tortured him, they didn't give him food, they did awful things as they do in those cases. And when he came out, he met the Dalai Lama, and the Dalai Lama asked him, I know you must have had lots of weak points, but what was your weakest point? And the monk replied, well, it was when I started to realize that I was losing my ability to forgive. Can you imagine that? That is how powerful forgiveness is, because he knew losing your ability to forgive puts you in a state of bitterness, resentment. And who wants that, right? No one. So I want to help you change your thinking today, and I invite you to try going with these things. Number one is hurt people hurt people. We don't know everyone's journeys from the time they're born to present moment. So have a bit of compassion because you don't know. The second one is everyone is doing the best that they can with the tools, resources, and knowledge that they have at that time. And that includes brain cells, okay? So some people just may not have it up there enough to do the right things in life, okay? They just don't have the knowledge. And I say that from a place of love. And the third one is that people don't go out and do things, I'm going to hurt Prathisha today, or I'm going to hurt Zoe today. They basically do these things that have hurt you or upset you for a selfish need, okay, which doesn't really make it better, but it's not to just go out and hurt you. That's not their main intention. I don't think anybody wakes up in the morning thinking, I'm going to hurt this person. They're generally thinking about what they want and what they need, which as a side effect may hurt or upset somebody else.
Yes.
So I have a little technique that we can try, and I like to put things that you can do while you're driving, while you're sitting at home, while you're sitting in front of the TV even. And it's called the ancient Hawaiian technique, Ho'oponopono. So I'm going to share my shortened version of it with you today. And basically, Zoe, we place our hands on our heart. You know me and the connecting with the heart. I love it. And we say, I'm sorry. You think of the person that you're holding this grudge or not forgiveness towards, and you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And I know it's strange, and it's something that feels unnatural to do towards somebody who you're holding a grudge with, but you're basically changing the energy that's passing between the two of you.
Yes.
And with time, it works for conflicts as small as the ones I have with my 2-year-old, and as large as lifetime experiences that we go through. So I invite you to try it for you, and to open your heart and live your greatest life and let go of all that baggage.
I think that sounds amazing. And you know where I think that's going to come in handy? The amount of times we all get frustrated driving through traffic. in
Yes,
Ballito.
it works for that as well.
It's that person that cuts you off, or that when you let someone go and they don't wave or anything, and you're just sitting there going, oh my gosh.
Yes, it definitely
We're gonna
helps
be,
with that.
Woozah. I'll be practicing that one then, definitely.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Just send that vibes their way.
I know, definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much as always for coming in, Prathisha. Lovely.
Thank you for
So,
having me.
guys, before we move on, I must, of course, thank our water sponsors for keeping us hydrated. That is Pooza Water. Thank you very much. And then coming up next, right after this break, we are going to have, Warren Load is going to be back in with us again with a new story. It's like a history lesson every week. Absolutely love it. See you soon.